on. Focus on where you're going. First of all, pick an area that both of you will appreciate. This is a snappy tip you can utilize even before your wedding trip begins. Take some time to consider, on the grounds that except if you're involved with your Siamese twin or one of you is misleading the other, it is extremely unlikely you will concur about everything. Ensure you pick an area, exercises and even remain that is deliberately made for both of you. That way, you'll both appreciate each snapshot of it. 2. Plant surprises. Your special first night is one of the main circumstances throughout your life when you will get the opportunity to be this free, with this much time for each other in life, a long way from acting as a burden. Appreciate the stage by being additional sentimental, regardless of whether you're not the sentimental sort. We're not instructing you to gather an uncommon bag of treats to welcome your cherished one with each morning that you're on an excursion. However little amusements all over will help. Pick an eatery you know has your accomplice's most loved dish. Get a few chocolates conveyed to the room or compose a flame-lit supper as a supper shock. The seemingly insignificant details all issue on a wedding trip. 3. PACK in secret. Okay, this sounds abnormal, however it truly will help. In the event that you've been dating for some time, you have most likely as of now observed each other's closets. Get some new dress and underwear to astound your join forces with on your wedding trip, and don't demonstrate it to them before wearing any of the pieces. Along these lines, seeing each other consistently will feel like the start of your relationship, which can be new and energizing. 4. TELL everyone around you. On the off chance that you've viewed the TV up here, friends, you will hear what we're saying. Keep in mind the irritating couple before Monica and Chandler, so strangely infatuated. We're not instructing you to expect similar sorts of complimentary gifts. However, it will help make your experience more sentimental. Be open about the way that you're on your vacation and you will get a totally unique administration encounter, regardless of whether it's from an air hostess or in your inn. Simply ensure you're not that irritating couple who can't keep their hands off each other openly. A little runs far with PDA. 5. Relax. Here's a tip you should live by. When you're on your special night, ensure that your agenda is simple, unwinding and adaptable. Anything that influences you to movement all over will demolish any shot of a sentimental night spent in each other's organization. Keep things liquid, make travel simple and spare the adrenaline scramble for an enterprise sport. 6. Close everything OUT. One of the simplest approaches to make your excursion more sentimental is to state farewell to every one of the diversions that prevent you from being soft once a day. Make a no innovation mannequin via camera, rather than your telephone, so you're not enticed to check your messages in the middle of picture-taking sessions when you're touring. 7. Rest in. While you shouldn't do this through the vacation, go through the principal day with each other as opposed to investigating sights and sounds outside. After you've spent the day nestling, whispering sweet nothings to each other in informal watching the sun rise and set from a similar position, you'll be prepared to confront whatever is left of your special night with restored force. 8. Try not to make a list. Of course, it's great to have a schedule. Be that as it may, in the event that you pack an excessive number of activities in it, you'll pass up a major opportunity for investigating the territory together, which can be a standout amongst the most sentimental parts of a special first night. Go for a walk through the city or town that you visit and investigate things suddenly as opposed to following a set rundown. 9. Take pictures. We're generally huge devotees of making the most of what's around you as opposed to going shade insane. Yet when you're on your special night, you can stand to be somewhat more required with each other. Take bunches of pictures, whether it's mystery shots of your accomplice got in a reel to life minutes or selfies. Yes, we said it. Together at social attractions. The recollections will help you re-experience your wedding trip later. 10. PICK a bed and breakfast. Rather than remaining in a customary favouring, attempt this on for measure. Lodgings may have astonishing special first night bundles and sentimental room benefit. However, you will be amazed about how sweet individuals at a quaint little inn can be as well, particularly as they know you're on your wedding trip. You won't just feel spoiled. Best of all, since it's little and cozy, you'll feel all the more adoring towards each other too. 11. Go all out. Regardless of whether you're on a tight spending plan, you need to have no less than one genuinely hard and fast night together. Pick the fanciest eatery. Dress in the entirety of your delicacy and act like the fanciest couple you know. You will feel like a VIP, and imagining together will make your special first night all the more energizing, also significantly more fun. 12. Take a stab at something new. You might not have a can list, but rather we're certain you have something at the top of the priority list that you have for a long while been itching to attempt, yet never had the strength to. Regardless of whether it's bungee hopping or something as straightforward as getting over your dread of thrill rides, both you and your accomplice should pick one thing to get your adrenaline going. The sentiment of defeating your feelings of trepidation will influence you to feel invigorated. 13. Make a diary. No, we don't mean compose every one of your considerations and sentiments about your accomplice in a diary. Keep a wedding trip journal or make a scrapbook. Make it a point to fill in every day, one from his perspective and one from yours. Try not to peruse any of them till the finish of the excursion. You would then be able to assemble them to make an extremely fun wedding trip memory. Include pictures, subtitles, gifts and souvenirs, and it will be a special night you will always remember. 14. Make it musical. Here's an extremely fun tip that we're especially enamored with. It's an inventive method to make yourself a sentimental playlist without contemplating what melodies you to relate to. Each time you have an extremely extraordinary minute at an eatery, club or bar when you're on your special first night, note down the melody that is playing out of sight. This is one region where you can utilize your telephone to discover what it is, or essentially ask somebody around you. Make a rundown, and when your wedding trip is done, you'll have recollections, music and evenings you will always remember. 15. Offer something every DIY. This is something that is so easy to do, yet will mean such a great amount over the long haul. Offer a touch of something with each other toward the finish of consistently. A mystery dream, an existence desire, or something as little as an uncertainty or what made you first begin to look all starry-eyed at your accomplice. It's a holding background that can be satisfying and extremely sentimental. 16. HAV massage. Couples' back rubs might be composed about so much that you're sick of them, yet they're extremely sentimental, and your special night is the best time to persuade your accomplice to set out finished toward one with you. You can book a long session with the goal that it takes up the whole night, and after that snuggle up together once you're both loose and restored. 17. PLAN a picnic. Sentimental suppers and dates aside, nothing is more noteworthy or sentimental than a cookout in an outside city. Pick a standout amongst the most sentimental spots in the zone, select neighborhood sustenance and drink, and have an excursion like local people would. You can sit together and watch individuals, encounter a tad of neighborhood culture and hang out, all in the meantime. 18. Spend a day apart. This sounds counter-profitable when you're on your special first night, however it truly works. There's most likely something you need to do that your accomplice doesn't, so commit a couple of hours to a little personal time. Pick a few spots for you to tour independently, and after that pick a gathering point. All things considered, they just state non-appearance influences the heart to become fonder. 19. Frame a routine. In the event that your vacation is longer than 3 or 4 days, framing a routine together is an essential holding knowledge. Regardless of whether it's something as basic of having a glass of wine together while watching the sunset, or going out for a stroll after supper consistently, it's something that you will recollect and appreciate long after your special night is finished. 20. MAK ordering FUN. This is an eccentric, fun approach to become more acquainted with each other and help your accomplice attempt new things. Rather than requesting your own dinners, arrange dishes for each other in view of what you figure they might want to eat. Try not to go hard and fast and attempt to drive your tastes on them, however. This will help you take in more about their inclinations and could prompt some fun discussions at dinner time.